All right, Ropers, we're not going to burn any. We're going to start it with Team 1. There is no cutoffs in anything. This is Jeff and Doug in the box at 1, followed by Joe's Manfield and Jose Ortiz at 2. 3 is going to be Todd and Shelly, Ricardo and Jay at 4. Please make Arena 1 your priority, guys. Joe and Jose, you can write in. With the legs, going to make you 17 and 22. 17-2-2. Let's go to Joe and Jose at 2, Todd and Shelly at 3, Ricardo and Jay at 4, Mark and John, you're out at 5. Joe Mansfield and Jose Ortiz. Let's roll it. Todd and Shelly, Team 3, you can write in. No time? We'll go to Ricardo and Jay at 4, Mark and John at 5. 6 is going to be Greg Davis, Brandon Smith, Stacy and Deshae Brown at 7. Mark and John, you can write in. No time? Let's go to Mark and John. Team 5, 6 is going to be Greg and Brandon, Stacy and Deshae at 7, Joe Mansfield and Heath Hardman at 8. Greg and Brandon, you can write in. Clean run of a 12 and 27. This is going to be Greg Davis, Brandon Smith at 6. 7 is going to be Stacy and Deshae. 8's Joe's Mansfield, Heath Hardman. 9's going to be Todd and Dave. Team 7, you can write in. 1566. 1566. Let's go to Stacy and Deshae at 7. Joe and Heath at 8. Joe and Heath, you can write in. No time? This is going to be Joe and Heath at 8. Todd and Dave at 9. Daniel and Shelly at 10. Joe Mansfield and Heath Hardman. Todd and Dave, you can write in. $11.28 clean. 11-8. Let's go to Todd and Dave at 9. 10 will be Daniel and Shelly. We're going to roll 11. Ricardo and Doug at 12. Be ready. No time. This is going to be Daniel and Shelly at 10. Todd and Heath, you guys come back around for me, please. If I roll you guys or pick you up, we're just going to get you at the very end of the round. We'll just make it simple on everybody. Daniel and Brandon, I'm going to roll you. So Ricardo and Doug, you can ride in. $16.26, $16.26. We're going to roll 11 and go to 12, Ricardo and Doug. Once we get the arena picked up. 13 is Brandon and Emma, Mark and Jay at 14, Sherry Sanders, Audie Morris at 15. Brandon and Emma, you can ride in. Clean run of a 12.28, 12.28. We're going to go to 13. Brandon and Emma. 14 is going to be Mark and Jay. Sherry and Audie at 15. Stacy and Jose at 16. Mark and Jay, you can ride in. No time. This is Mark Spalding and Jay Holmes, Team 14. Let's roll it. Let's go to Sherry Sanders and Audie Morris, Team 15. Stacy and Jose, you can ride in. Clean run of 11 and 40, 11:40. We get the arena clear. It'll be Stacy and Jose, Team 16, Jeff and David at 17, Joe Mansfield and John at 18. Jeff and David, you can ride in. Clean run, but a barrier is going to make you 14.49, 14.49. This is going to be Jeff and David at 17. 18 is Joe Mansfield and John. Craig Moore, Heath Hardman at 19. Joe and John, you can ride in. $16.33 including $16.33. This is Joe and John, Team 18, rope and 19 is Craig Moore, Heath Hardman, Heath Campbell, Deshae Brown at 20. Let's go to Craig Moore, Heath Hardman in the box, Team 19. Once again, ropers, make Arena 1 priority. If you've got them close together, come back around, rope here in Arena 1. We'll drag, give you plenty of time to get your second run down. Heath Campbell, Deshae Brown, Team 20. You're in the box. No time. We're going to go to Heath Campbell and Deshae Brown at 20. Rhonda Holmes and Shelley, 21. Greg Davis, Jim Neal, 22. Brandon Kale and Brandon Smith at 23. Rhonda and Shelley, you can write in. Clean run of 11:04. This is Rhonda Holmes and Shelley, Team 21. Greg Davis, Jim Neal, 22. Brandon and Brandon, 23. Troy Brown and Audie Marsh, 24. Let's roll this one. Let's go to Greg and Jim, Team 22. Do I have you guys? Greg Davis and Jim Neal. Brandon and Brandon at 23. You can write in. $11:06. This is going to be Brandon and Brandon once we get the arena picked up. Team 23. Troy Brown, Audie Marsh, 24. Russell Alford and David Rose at 25. If you've been rolled, we're just going to pick you up at the very end. Troy and Audie, you can write in. No time. Well, let's go to Troy Brown and Audie Marsh, Team 24. Russell Alford, David Rose, 25. Craig Hawkins, Heath Hardman, 26. Let's go to Russell and David, Team 25. Russell Alford, David Rose, Team 25. Craig Hawkins and Heath Hardman, Team 26. You can write in. Craig and Heath. No time. This is going to be 26, Craig Hawkins, Heath Hardman, followed by Heath Campbell and Emma Carroll at 27, Joe Mansfield and Jim Neal at 28. Heath and Emma, you can write in. Team 27. No time. Let's go to Heath Campbell and Emma Carroll, Team 27. Joe Mansfield and Jim Neal at 28. Brandon Carroll and John at 29. Joe and Jim, you can write in. No time. This is going to be Joe Mansfield, Jim Neal, Team 28. 29 is Brandon Carroll and John. Craig Moore, Audie Morris at 30. Stacy and Jackie, 30.1. Brandon and John, you can write in. No time. This is going to be Brandon and John, team 29. Craig and Audie at 30. 30.1 is Stacy and Jackie. 31, Russell, Alford, and Dave. Craig and Audie, you can write in. No time. Let's go to Craig and Audie at 30. Stacy and Jackie, 30.1. Russell and Dave, 31. Stacy and Jackie, you can write in. No time. This is Stacy and Jackie Davis, team 30.1. 31 is going to be Russell Alford, Dave Robertson, Troy Brown, and Heath Hardman at 32. Russell and Dave, you can write in. I'll get you guys at the end of the round. Come back around for me. Let's go to Russell Alford and Dave Robertson, team 31. Troy Brown, Heath Hardman, 32. Sherry Sanders and Emma Carroll at 33. Troy and Heath, you can write in. No time. This is going to be Troy and Heath, 32. Sherry and Emma, 33. Ricardo and Jim, 34. Heath and Jose, 35. With a leg is going to make you 1307. This is Sherry and Emma, team 33. 34 is Ricardo and Jim. Heath and Jose, 35. Brandon and David, 36. Ricardo and Jim, you can write in. No time. This is Ricardo and Jim, 34. Heath and Jose, 35. Brandon Carell, David Rose, 36. Todd and Audie, 37. Heath and Jose, you can write in. No time. Let's go to Heath and Jose, team 35. 36 is Brandon and David. Todd and Audie at 37. Russell Alford, Heath Hardman, 38. Brandon and David, you can write in. $12.39. Let's go to Brandon Carell and David Rose at 36. Todd and Audie at 37. Russell and Heath at 38. Troy Brown and Deshae Brown at 39. Todd and Audie, you can write in. $16.65, including $16.65. Once we get our arena clear, it'll be Todd and Audie, team 37. Russell and Heath at 38. Troy and Deshae, 39. Craig Moore and Emma at 40. Russell and Heath, you can write in. No time. This is going to be Russell Alford, Heath Hardman, 38, Troy Brown, Deshae Brown at 39, Craig Moore, Emma Carroll at 40, Craig Hawkins and Jim Neal, 41. Troy and Deshae, you can write in. No time. Well, let's go to Troy and Deshae Brown, 39, Craig Moore, Emma Carroll at 40, Craig Hawkins, Jim Neal, 41, Brandon Carell and Doug at 42. Craig and Emma, you can write in. We're going to get a leg, 1606, including 1606. This is going to be Craig and Emma repping at Team 40. 41 is Craig Hawkins and Jim Neal. Brandon Carell and Doug at 42. Todd and David, 43. Ricardo and Heath Hardman, you're out at 44. Craig Hawkins, Jim Neal, 41. You can write in. No time. This is going to be Team 41, Craig Hawkins and Jim Neal. 42 is Brandon Carell and Doug. Todd and David, 43. Ricardo and Heath Hardman, 44. Rhonda and Jay Holmes, 45. Brandon and Doug, you can write in. Clean run, 1271, 1271. Once we get the arena picked up, it'll be Team 42, Brandon and Doug. 43 is going to be Todd and David. Ricardo and Heath at 44. Rhonda and Jay, 45. Let's go to Todd and David, Team 43 in the box. I got Todd. I don't see David. What about Ricardo and Heath, Team 44? We're down to the last few runs here in Arena 1. You guys, please just stick right here with me. We'll get everybody picked up. Rhonda and Jay at 45. You can write in. They're going to be clean. 10-48. 10-4-8. Let's go to Rhonda and Jay, 45. Troy Brown, Emma Carroll, 46. Craig Moore and Jim Neal, 47. Russell Alford and Audie Morris at 48. Heath Campbell, David Rose, 49. Brandon Carell and Heath Hardman at 50. Go back and pick everybody up starting at the top. Troy and Emma, you can write in. They're going to be clean, 982, 982. This is going to be Troy Brown and Emma Carroll, 46. Craig Moore, Jim Neal, 47. Russell Alford, Audie Morris, 48. Heath Campbell, David Rose at 49. Brandon Carell and Heath Hardman at 50. Troy and Emma. Craig Moore and Jim Neal will rattle in for me. 47's in the box. No time. Let's go to Craig Moore and Jim Neal, 47. 48 is going to be Russell Alford, Audie Morris, Heath Campbell, David Rose at 49. Brandon and Heath at 50. 2, 9, 11, 14, and 18. That's my first few pickup teams. Russell and Audie, you can write in. $15.84. This is going to be Russell Alford, Audie Morris, Team 48. Heath Campbell, David Rose, 49. Brandon Carell and Heath Hardman at 50. Joe Mansfield and Jose at Team 2. Heath and David, you can write in. $18.62, including $18.62. This is going to be Heath Campbell, David Rose, 49. Brandon Carell and Heath Hardman at 50. Joe and Jose, Team 2. Todd and Dave at 9. Daniel and Brandon at 11. Brandon Carell and Heath Hardman, you can write in. No time. This is going to be Brandon Carell and Heath, Team 50. Joe and Jose, Team 2, you're in the box. Team 2. We're going to get a leg, 14.02. 14.02. This is all my pickups. It's going to be Joe and Jose, Team 2. Followed by Todd and Dave at 9. Daniel and Brandon at 11. Mark and Jay at 14. Joe and John 18, 21, 24, 30.1, 42, and 3. Todd and Dave, you can write in. No time. This is going to be Team 9, Todd and Dave. Daniel and Brandon, you can write in. No time. This is going to be Daniel Pennell, Brandon Smith, Team 11. Mark and Jay at 14. Joe Mansfield and John at 18. Rhonda Holmes and Shelley at 21. Troy Brown, Audie Marsh, 24. Mark and Jay, you can write in. No time. Let's go to Mark and Jay, Team 14. Joe Mansfield and John, Team 18, you can write in. No time. Let's go to Joe and John, Team 18. Rhonda and Shelley at 21. Troy Brown and Audie, 24. Stacy and Jackie, 30.1. Brandon Carell and Doug at 42. Rhonda and Shelley, you can write in. No time. This is going to be Rhonda and Shelley. It's Team 21. Troy and Audie at 24. Stacy and Jackie, 30.1. Brandon and Doug at 42. Todd and David, 43. Troy and Audie, you can write in. No time. Let's go to Troy and Audie. What about Stacy and Jackie? Got them. Brandon and Doug, Team 42, you can write in. No time. Well, let's go to Brandon Carell and Doug, Team 42. Todd and David at 43. Troy Brown and Ani Marsh. You guys will end the round. Todd and David, you can run in. Ten 22. This is going to be Todd and David at 43. Audie will come back from Arena 2, and it'll be Troy and Audie. $11.29. We got Troy Brown and Audie Morris left to rope. $16.45. They'll finish up and we'll drag for the short round.